Well, hi there, everybody. This is Dr. Schroder with no video introduction this week. Really, it's more of a video wrap up to kind of have a little bit of a wrap up and to share some final thoughts with our class. Of course, today is our final day of class. I'm recording this on Sunday of week 6, so class is officially over as of midnight tonight, and as of 12:01 tomorrow morning, you start your next class, which should be RNRS 307. Nursing theory. And so I just wanted to take this opportunity to, first of all, share my appreciation for everybody's hard work, for your diligence, for your doing everything you can do to really be the best student that you can be. And it's been my pleasure, and I feel very proud of this class. You've all done extremely well in the discussions. You have all demonstrated a fine mastery where you need to be right now anyway, of your time management skills and even your writing skills in your discussion forums and in the discussions has really come through. So I want to just applaud everybody. You've done an excellent job. A few final notes. One, as I did say that you are starting your next class tomorrow, so you'll have a brand new instructor. And every class is a little bit different. I'm rather unique, I think, in that I do the video recordings. Some of the instructors are doing that now, I know, but I don't think that I would say that most do. I just find that it is useful and something that I like to do, but certainly not all instructors will. But the actual format of the class is pretty consistent from class to class. You'll start working in groups in this next class, and you'll have quite a few more writing assignments, as it is a writing intensive class. Speaking of writing, one thing that I would encourage is, I'm sure that my last check when I looked in the class this morning was that I think most of you still have yet to post your final papers. A few of you have, but most of you are they're due this evening. So I'm sure that your primary preoccupation with today is finishing those up. And what you've probably discovered is that if you've waited until the last minute, or if you waited until the last couple of days to do your paper, you're probably feeling a certain crunch. It's like, oh my gosh, I've got to get this assignment done. It's due tonight, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it done. And that's very common with students when they start back to school. It's your first big paper. This is the longest paper you've had to write up till now. And of course, the expectations are a bit higher than they were with the first paper. So you want to make sure that you do as good as you can on that. And the way to do good on those final papers is to start them early. Don't wait until the last couple days before they're due to start them. Certainly don't wait till the last day, because it's not realistic to be able to produce a 5 or a 6 or a 7 page paper just in a couple days, or even in one day. It's not really realistic to expect to do that and to be able to do well on that. It takes a while to write and then reflect on what you've written, and then to go back and do a little bit more reading and come back and then add to your writing. Start with an outline. Start with that basic outline, basic format of developing what's going to be in your paper. Always develop your thesis statement, which is your purpose. You want to always state your purpose up front, and always have that in mind the entire time that you're writing the paper. But really, you want to make sure that you start with an outline, start with a plan for what you're going to write about, and then go back and read about those topics, or go find new resources that you want to include in your paper. Then just write one paragraph at a time, one page at a time. Doing a page a day is probably realistic. After you write for a while, or some of you that feel particularly strong with your writing may be able to write 3, 4, even 5 pages a day, but that's not really realistic. Most students, especially when they start back to school, will struggle with those first few papers, because it seems like just so much that you have to write. And what you'll learn is, when you go through the writing process, really, if you have a 5-page paper, you're probably going to start with 7 or 8 pages and then edit that down, because there should be a whole process of editing and rewriting and bringing in new ideas. Sharing with other classmates or with your family members, even your instructor, what you've written so far, and asking for feedback. That's really kind of the process that's going on here. You'll develop that over time, but just to let you know that if you are in that group or in that cohort that has only left the last weekend to go ahead and write that paper, you're probably struggling a bit, and that's common. The way to deal with that is to start the paper early, ask questions of your instructor early, and give yourself give yourself plenty of time, because the written assignments are always going to be the ones that are going to be your big grading option. And if you're looking to get A's and do well in school, doing well in those papers is the way to do it. And starting early is the best advice I can give. And with that, my lessons are done for this class. I will have your final grading well, first of all, your grading for your presentations last week. I have to wait until I have your feedback to each other in the forums before I can actually post that. So those will probably be posted on, I'm looking at probably on Tuesday. I should have the final grading for the final papers completed by next weekend, and the final grades posted by then as well. We generally have 10 days at Azusa to complete our grading. So sometimes it takes a while for those final papers to get those completely graded. So just be patient with those, but you should see your final grades. My goal is to have them all completed by next Sunday. I'm kind of going into a little bit of a lull period, between classes. So I actually have some time where really I can just devote it just simply grading. And it does take a while to grade those final papers. So as I said, look for those grades by a week from the conclusion of this class, and I bid you all well. I pray for you that you continue to do well in the class, continue to do well in the program, make your next instructor proud, and I'm just happy to be with all of you now, and I look forward to seeing you in your final class. I'm scheduled to be your instructor for your ethics course, which will be the very last course in the program. So God bless you, Godspeed, and good luck as you continue on your educational journey. Bye-bye.